Today, a bill to address one of the Nebraska Attorney General's top concerns. Mike Hilgers wants to outlaw kratom. First Alert 6 reporter John Chapman talked with the Nebraska Poison Control Center on the benefits and risks of kratom.
It's advertised on billboards up high and on the street level. Kratom is not hard to find.
Kratom is a tree that grows in Southeast Asia, and it's been used along to hundreds of years. It has opioid-like properties, so it kind of does different things. So substances in this plant can be a stimulant, but can also cause euphoria, a feeling of well-being, and sedation.
Dr. Ronald Kirshner is the medical director and assistant professor of the Department of Emergency Medicine at the University of Nebraska Medical Center, working in the Nebraska Regional Poison Center. He tells us kratom can help people who are addicted to opioids.
It can kind of help their opioid cravings or help prevent opioid withdrawal. So that's one of the reasons that it's become popular. So if you have an opioid habit, it can help you kind of avoid more dangerous opioids.
Dr. Kirshner says while kratom can be helpful, it can also be wide open for abuse, and that could be risky.
Because people are not recognizing that this is a psychoactive drug that could be potentially harmful to children, to people who are not aware that this could be something that could cause harm.
You can find kratom in vape shops and gas stations in the metro. But since it isn't regulated, Dr. Kirshner tells us you really can't trust what's in those capsules.
So is it really the kratom that you're getting? Or is it some other stuff that's mixed in with it? Because there have been cases of people having serious toxicity because it was adulterated with other substances, with other drugs that were mixed in with it.
In Omaha, I'm John Chapman, First Alert 6.
Dr. Kirshner says the Nebraska Regional Poison Center covers 3 states, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Idaho. He tells us the center receives about a dozen calls a year from Nebraskans for kratom-related issue. He says in all 3 states combined, the number of kratom-related calls has held steady at about 25 to 30 calls a year.